Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike with Brilliant Results Cleaning, and today I want to cover a controversial topic, and that is using vinegar on wood floors. So there are a lot of people that are going to tell you that vinegar is the way to go. It's an old wives' tale. They've been using it for 100 years, and it works. Their grandmother used it, their mom used it, now they're using it, and they wouldn't do anything differently. And then there's other people saying that you want to use an actual floor cleaner. So I'm just making this video to clarify some things. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people that are never going to be convinced that vinegar is not the way to go, but I'm going to give it my best. So at Brilliant Results Cleaning, we would never use vinegar on a wood floor. And the reason being is because vinegar, as most people know, is highly acidic. So there's something called the pH scale, and that ranks the acidity of a chemical. And most floor manufacturers and the National Wood Floor Association recommends using a pH neutral floor cleaner. So they're not endorsing a specific product, they're telling you to use a pH neutral cleaner. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that it shouldn't be acidic. I'm definitely not a scientist. I don't have a chemistry degree, but I think it's pretty easy to interpret that most people will relate vinegar as being acidic, and if floor manufacturers and the National Wood Floor Association is telling you to use a pH neutral cleaner, they're definitely telling you not to use vinegar. So what can happen if you use vinegar? Well, vinegar, being acidic, is a very effective cleaner. So vinegar has a lot of places in the home where it could be used for cleaning. Just wood floors happens to be an area that you should avoid. And so yeah, it's going to do a great job cleaning, but what will happen over a long period of time is the acidity will eventually break down or deteriorate the finish on the floor. So this can cause cloudiness or dulling of the floor over time. So it's not something that's going to happen immediately. So the initial results are going to look great, but what will happen over a long period of time, 5-10 years, is your floors will slowly get duller and duller and duller. And because you stare at your floors every day, you might not notice it. So it's kind of like that thing where, somebody loses 100 pounds. If you've seen that person every day because they're your spouse, you would slowly see it and you'd eventually see the difference. But if you've seen that person once and then you've seen them like 5 years later and they lost 100 pounds, you'd be like dramatic difference. So that's kind of like with the wood floors. If you didn't live there every day and stare at them, and you've seen the floors when they're brand new, and then you've seen them 10 years later after you use vinegar on them once a week, it would be like a dramatic difference. You'd see the difference. So um, the main thing is that you want to use a pH neutral cleaner. So you definitely don't want to use water because you don't want freestanding water on a wood floor. So we always recommend that you put a pH neutral floor cleaner in a spray bottle so you can control the amount of moisture, and you could just lightly spray or mist a section of floor, and then you put on a clean flat microfiber mop pad, and then you can mop a section of floor, and then you could peel that off, put a new one on, spray the floor, keep on going. That way you're cleaning, you always have clean surface, you're using a neutral cleaner, and the floor never is wet. So hopefully that cleared up a lot of confusion as far as vinegar. As a closing comment, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's going to be one situation where I would actually recommend vinegar. So if you've been using a floor cleaner on your wood floors for a period of years that's got oil or wax in it, really any commercial cleaner or store-bought, cleaning product, I don't want to bash a particular product, but if it's scented or it's not neutral, you're going to have residue. So it might look shiny, but over time you're going to get residue on your floor. There's going to be buildup on your floor. So if you ever go to recoat your floors, like put a polyurethane on them to bring back the shine, it's going to look like crap because you have all this residue underneath, and it's going to be uneven and blotchy. So probably one of the best ways to strip away all that residue would be to use vinegar. So the vinegar will be stripping away this residue and buildup, so it's not really etching into the floor. It's just removing all the crap on the surface. But once that stuff is gone, then you gotta switch to a pH neutral cleaner, so that way you're just cleaning the floor, you're not putting residue or buildup on the floor, and you're certainly not eating away or etching at the floor because the cleaner is neutral. So thank you for watching. I'm sure there's going to be comments and rebuttals to this. I'm just going by what the floor manufacturers are suggesting, and I'm also going by what the National Wood Floor Association is suggesting. And I did my best to try to regurgitate their information. So thank you very much for watching. Mike, Brilliant Results Cleaning. Have a great day.